Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Goes for goal! And that's off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. And he's intervened well there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Isak. That has been slung wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And here's Isak. Looking for a run-up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Bellingham makes the interception. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nice-looking ball. That's a shade optimistic. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Works it forward. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Neymar. Rijkaard. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Beckham. England are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely weighted ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That is ended up in no man's land. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
England are looking to go forward now. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Griezmann going after that. Marquinhos wins the duel this time. And he can clear it away. Jorginho. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. Not the most accurate pass. Van Nistelrooy. Bellingham. To Beckham. And it's Neymar. And here's Isak. Jorginho.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Van Nistelrooy. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Real chance! There it is! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough. Look, and the shot! And there's his goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Probing pass. Well, there's the clearance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Bellingham. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tries to pass it through. And he's in on shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Neymar. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Indonesia get the ball rolling in the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that was vital. Khan clears. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Van Nistelrooy. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Howson calmly anticipates. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's James. Good read, needed to be. And that has been cleared. Van Nistelrooy. Isaac currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vinicius Junior! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for England.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Cleared away.
Bebeto. Substitution in progress.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick out. Bellingham. England perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Adams is there and he can get that clear. Pass somewhat off target. It's a searching pass. Floated through. Rummenigge picks it up out wide. Oh, well played. Raul. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. That's really well cleared. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to get it clear. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is ended up in no man's land. Beckham, and the break is on. Oh, it's Bebeto. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Raul. Great defending, strong and determined.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Where it came from. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Park Ji-sung. England needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
No joy this time. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution for England. Number 21, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 25, Hazard.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking for options for movement. And it's slung out wide. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Vieri. And he's well shoots. could be pivotal. Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Indonesia now on... But that signals the very end.